If you guys hear some weird like mariachi music in the background, it's because my neighbor is blasting mariachi music in the background. So I apologize. What's going on, guys? I'm Jody. This is Inspire Woodcraft. A couple days ago, I uploaded a video about a marking system that I use in my shop, and it created a bit of confusion, I think, and I take full responsibility for that. I don't think I really specified so much what the video was intended to talk about. So in the video, I went over this marking system that I'll show you here in a second. And a lot of you thought that that meant that it was for making a mark for cutting. So to clear things up, I'm sort of remaking this video in a sense, but I'm adding some information that was honestly purposely left out of the first one because it wasn't the intent of the video. So in that first video, I went over something that I call a modified crow's foot. And basically, I go to my intended mark, I come up, I come back down almost to the tape, and I make basically a V. The theory here is that by making a V, we have one point of reference where those 2 points meet. The issue is, in a traditional crow foot, if I come up and I slam back into that tape, or my lead goes under the tape, or it moves, and I come back up, I end up with a really fat line, or sometimes I might end up with 2 marks, and it becomes really sloppy. With this method, I can go through here and mark, and I have one single pencil lead the whole way through. Now this is getting us away from our traditional tick mark, as I call it, or you might draw a little line here, and then you can do what you want with it from there. Now this is a system that I use throughout my shop. It's not just for cutting, which apparently is how that came off in the first video. And again, I apologize. I use this for everything. I use this for connecting 2 lines. I use it for just simply to trim back material. I also use it for cut lines and layout. If I was going to use this for cutting, say I wanted to cut this at 3 inches, I would come up, that would be my line, here's my intended mark, and I would just simply write an X right here. That, to me, designates this as the waste side of the material. I can also do this with a simple layout where I need to have multiple things staged. I come through here at 4, 5, 6, and 7. I can then put an X here, designating that I need to put something here. I could put one on this side, one on this side, and one on this side, and one on this side. And what that would show me is that I needed to put something here, something here, something here, something here, so on and so forth. So that X is sort of a follow-up to the crow's foot to begin with. But again, I wasn't putting that in the first video because it wasn't about the cutting aspect. It was simply about trying to find a system of marking in general that covers all aspects of what we do out in the wood shop without making any goofy marks or having to have several different systems depending on the task we're at. This covers about 90% of the stuff that I need to do in the shop on a daily basis. So as an example, if I was to use the traditional tick mark here, I could put a measurement at 8 inches, 9 1/8, and we're gonna make an irregular shape, 8 1/8 and 9 inches. When I put my ruler to this, I don't know which one of these ends is the appropriate one to connect to. So it could be this one, it could be this one, or it could be that I split the 2. I now have 4 different options on which end of that I could connect to later on. And the same thing would happen over here. It would happen this direction as well. If I was to take and use this method, I'd come in here at 11 inches. This could be at 11 1/4. This could be at 12 1/4. This could be at 12 1/8. Now I know exactly where the points are, and I can connect those dots very quickly, very easily. I don't have to wonder which side I went to or anything else. So there's more markings that you would need to do after you made your initial crow's foot marking. So I could do the same thing going this way for a line that came this way and a line that came this way. Then I could write my X, or I could draw some slash marks in here, designating that this is some sort of waste. Now what's really cool is in the comments of that video, you guys left some ideas of things that you do, and I think that's really beneficial to viewers. And so I would like to try and replicate that so that maybe someone watching this video has another idea on a way to do it, and then maybe it's beneficial to them. Now, I'm not used to doing these ways, so I might fumble around a little bit, but I think you'll be able to get the idea enough that you could modify it or somehow use it in your shop if you feel it's necessary. Some of you guys said that you like to write a P. So I'm assuming you would pull from, say, 13 1/2, come up and draw a P. You could always also do the same thing at 13 and come over this way. This would be your intended mark. This would be your intended mark. the P goes on the side that the cut is. So that's similar to doing this and drawing an X, but instead you have it in one solid motion. I've also heard some of you say, and I've seen this one before, you start at the 15, come up, come back down, and sort of do a crook in a way, like an R or sort of a weird V. And you could do the same thing going the other direction. Again, starting here, coming down, coming over. This designates our waist side, this designates our intended mark. I think that both of those are really good ideas, and I think that I might even try using them myself. So long as you get the leg or the P or the top of the R going the correct direction on whatever it is that you're trying to do, and it doesn't interfere with any other marks or indications that are in that piece telling you what you need to do as you move on with your project. So hopefully that cleared up some stuff for you guys. Again, I sincerely apologize. I don't think I really got the message out that I tried to get out. Thanks to those of you who did comment and add these suggestions. I think that's super helpful and beneficial to the community in general. Hopefully this video did someone good one way or another. That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one.